Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to give a brief introduction to APA style and specifically the three elements of APA style. There's different ways to think of APA style, but breaking it up into three categories helps conceptualize what it is and simplifies it a little bit. The reason APA style is important is because in many of your NWIC classes, you will be using APA style to reference the sources you use for your research in your papers. Now, when I say APA style, I mean it's a writing format for essays and academic documents. So there's different types of styles in scholarly work. For example, there is MLA format or Chicago style, but we're using APA for the most part like I said, at NWIC. As far as your research goes, the reason that APA style is important is we need to make sure that we're acknowledging people who've done the research before us. And the reason that's important is because that person or those people put a lot of work into the research that they've done or the writing they've done, and we need to make sure that we're giving them the respect that they deserve for the work they've done. Another reason it's important is because the reader of your paper may want to know more information about what you've written about, and a good way to do that is for them to look at your citations and then go to that source themselves. The first element is formatting, and you need to do that in a particular way. I've broken down the formatting into three different categories. There's the cover page, and then on your first page there's the title. In all of your pages there will be a page number and indentations for your first paragraph. Then everything else having to do with formatting is the default settings in Microsoft Word. The second element is in-text citations. So whenever you quote an author or you use their specific idea, you'll need to acknowledge it in your actual writing, in your body paragraphs. And I have a little example here. In the article Where the Salmon Runs, the writer states that equality is a misnomer. I put the author, the year, and the page number for that quote. And this is one example of what it will look like. We'll be going over in more detail what this looks like in later lessons. Last is the references page. It's the third element. And you need to have a reference page at the end of your essay. So you're again acknowledging the source, but you're going into a little more detail. And that way it makes it easier for someone who wants to read the sources that you're supplying, makes it easier for them to find. So as you'll notice at the bottom, I have an example references page. It includes the author name, the year that it was published, the title, and the publisher. Your references page could include more details depending on the source you're using and what information is available. Again, we'll go over this in a later lesson so that you feel comfortable with the references page and all the two other elements of APA style.